YouTube, what's the word? It's your boy Shawn Guy, and today I'm coming at y'all with my first story time ever. Now, I ain't ever done one of these before, you feel me? So if I get to rambling and shit, y'all just gonna have to bear with me. Now, this video right here, this is gonna be about the worst sexual experience I ever had in my life. By far, this shit is nasty as hell. I ain't gonna lie, a nigga still got PTSD about this shit to this very motherfucking day. Like, this shit had me fucking scarred. Now, before I get into the video, you know what I'm gonna say. You know what people say at the beginning of their videos. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It don't cost not a damn thing. You feel me? Just help me, you feel me, get into the algorithm and shit. I'm trying to take this YouTube shit for real. I probably said that before, but this time I mean it. I promise. Everything I love, I promise you. This time I'm be consistent. I'm be on my shit. All that. But let me not bore y'all. Let me get straight into the motherfucking story. So this story takes place, and this is about my senior year of high school, because I remember this is literally like my last week at school before I graduated. Because in case y'all didn't know, I graduated early, you feel me, but I ain't no extra smart nigga or no shit like that. I was just, you feel me, I knew how to finesse my way around this shit. So basically, to set the scene, if anybody is familiar with the area of Broward County, I went to a little school called Coral Glades, and I'm not gonna get into all the details, but let's just say somehow, some way, through reasons, I had got moved out of there and I had to be put into an alternative school. Now, this alternative school was fucking hell. I hated this shit. This alternative school was literally like, it's literally prison school for real. Not the anime. Trust me, it feels like that. I'll be there to this motherfucking day. But nah, this school though, this shit was horrible. It was called OCLC. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically, once again, if you're in Broward, you should know what I'm talking about. But this is one high school named Taravella. Now, Taravella is a normal high school, but they have portables that they don't use. Those portables were formed into an alternative high school, which is what OCLC is. So literally, our entire school was like 4 fucking portables. Mind you, each one of these portables had like 30 people in it, but you don't really ever see the other portables. Once you're assigned to a portable, that's literally your school every single day. Those 30 people that are in your class, you see them for 5 hours straight. There's no periods, no other teachers, nothing like that. You're literally stuck in that motherfucking class for 5 hours in a cold ass room doing computer work all damn day, every motherfucking day. Shit was horrible. There's no half day, and nothing like that. Well, then again, our school is 5 hours, so every day is low-key a half day. But you know what I mean. Like, it's nothing fun about it. This shit is ass. You literally just sit in one spot all damn day, and you have a damn teacher who's a dumbass who does not know how to do anything. But I'm gonna get into that later. Anyway, that was just to set the scene. So I'm in this OCLC, right? And mind you, we see the exact same 30 people every single motherfucking day. And I want to say, out of those 30 people, probably like 7, 8 of them was females. So it's mainly niggas. And the females that we had, they was nothing to, you feel me? There was nothing special at all, nothing to write home about. Like, I think the baddest female we had in our class was probably like a 6 tops. Like, if I'm being generous, I'll say a 6. Because the only thing I remember is there was three females that weren't like horrible looking, but they all smoke fucking cigarettes. So that's out of the motherfucking question. That's the most disgusting shit ever. So basically, there was no females to choose from in the class. So anytime we was in class and we got a new person and they happened to be female, you feel me, all the niggas in there, you know what I'm saying, we was all, you feel me, niggas are trying to get at that basically. Now, I remember this was on I believe Thursday, where we had received this new student. I'm not gonna use her real name. We gonna call her Tina. So Tina comes into the class, right? I look over, I'm like, oh, hold on, shorty kind of valid, because the security guard had brought her into the class, because the security guard basically run the entire school. Anytime somebody new, they have to be transported through the security guard. Security guard brought her into the class and said that she was new or whatever. I'm looking at her, I'm like, ooh, hold the fuck on now. She a little brown skin, curly hair, thick, she Jamaican. I was like, ooh, hold the fuck on now. Y'all know, damn, hey, in case y'all don't know, I'm Jamaican. So, hey, a nigga like me, My eyes was on that, basically. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel me? I was like, yo, I by any means, I gotta get with that. But the only problem is she sits across the entire motherfucking portable. Like, literally, I'm in the, if y'all can imagine, if you don't know what a portable is, it's literally like a fucking little mini square classroom. I'm like at the top left of the square. She's at the bottom right. She's across the entire shit. But the thing is, with me, I ain't never stressing over no female. I was like, you know what? If somehow, some way we get, you feel me, we get to talking and shit, then it is what it is. If we don't, and we don't ever speak in our damn life, it's whatever. I don't care. I ain't that damn worried about it type shit. But let's just say her first day was on Thursday. We never spoke. That was the end of that. Then the next day on Friday, towards the end of class, I believe our classes ended at 12 o'clock. So this is like around like 11:30. Like, it's literally right before the class is about to end. Thing is, in our class is, if you had like work or some type of reason to leave early, you can leave like an entire hour early. But the thing is, I ain't have a job or nothing, so I was literally staying in class all damn day. And at some point, it was on that Friday, for whatever reason, there was like 7 people left in the whole classroom. And I remember Tina, she had walked over to the teacher and asked him, my fault, for some help with the math work that she was doing. Now, mind you, like I said earlier, this teacher is a dumbass. He does not know how to do anything. Teacher is like, that might be too generous of a word. He was really just a nigga in the classroom. So she asked this nigga in the classroom for help, and obviously the nigga did not know how to do anything. So he pointed her over to me to help her. Now, mind you, like I said, this is my last week of school. The reason why it's my last week is because I'm graduating early. Like, this story takes place in like January or February. The only reason that he sent her over to me is because he knows that I be blowing through these classes fast as shit. Thing is, with me, I was literally cheating my ass off my entire senior and junior year. Literally, I had all the answers to all the classes. That was the only reason I was flying through all these classes. Literally, I would finish an entire math class in like 2 motherfucking days, no cap. So he sent her over to me because I look like some type of math genius. So when she sat down next to me, you feel me? I sized her up and down. She already knew what the business was, and I was like, hey, I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? I don't even know how to do none of this shit for her. I just got the answers. Now, the thing is, before I even tell you what I told her, I was also hustling in this alternative school. See, every nigga in the class knew that I was going through my classes fast as fuck. Cause anytime you wanted to open up, like if you wanted to do a quiz or a test, which you have to do a certain amount in order to pass the class, you have to ask the teacher, quote unquote, to unlock it for you. And then once he unlocks it, you could take them. So mind you, the average person will probably take like 2 quizzes in a day because they have to sit there and learn the module and shit. And literally, like every single 5 minutes, I would be raising my hand telling the teacher to unlock my motherfucking quiz because I'm blowing through these shits fast as fuck. I have the answers. I don't need to read nothing, you feel me? So everybody in the whole class knew I had the answers because it's impossible to be doing this shit that fast. So basically, I was hustling in that school. I would tell niggas, you feel me, if you want to pass your class or whatever, just throw me like $30. I'll send you all the answers to everything. Work like a motherfucking charm. I was making bank in that bitch. Nigga was high key hustling. So since this was my last week, you feel me, and it was a female, I was like, honestly, listen, I got all the answers to this shit. I'll just throw it to you for free. I don't even give a fuck at this point. And then she was like, oh, thank you. Bitch, get the fuck out my face. I don't care. You feel me? A nigga just, I don't even give a fuck no more. So I was like, all right, you can just have this shit. So boom, I gave her the answers, and that was Friday. So that was the end of Friday. I gave her the answers. We chopped it up a little bit, and that was the end of that. So Monday comes, following week. I was in a group with all my niggas in that class, and we was just all talking, and then she interrupted the whole conversation. Tina, she just walked up, interrupted the whole conversation, and was like, hey, Jalen, I want to talk to you for a second. I ain't gonna lie, I seen it. I looked around at all my niggas. They was all hating low key. They was looking like, damn, this nigga, why him? I'm like, damn, y'all niggas, y'all some haters for real. So I told her, I was like, all right, bet, what's up? So then we walk over to the other corner of the class, and basically she was like, oh, thank you for helping me with the work, yada yada yada. She was basically feeling the kid. I ain't gonna lie. She was like, oh, you know what I'm saying, that was so nice of you. You feel me? You not bad looking either. Yada, a whole bunch, shit females be saying. And then basically she had asked me for my Snapchat, Cause mind you, back at this time, this is when Snapchat was popping. This was some years ago. You feel me? This is when Snapchat was like in its prime, high key. So I was like, yeah, for sure, I'm on Snapchat, for sure. Add me, all out, yada yada yada. So boom, that was the beginning of class. She get to texting me like the entire day, and you know what I'm saying, I was doing my thing, you feel me, I was over here saucing that up on the low, you feel me, I could hear her literally giggling from a whole, like, you feel me, from across the entire portable and shit. I was like, oh yeah, I'm finna bag that shit for sure. So then, during this conversation, I don't remember what the hell she said, but somehow, some way, she alluded to wanting to come to my house. Now, a nigga like me, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know about y'all, but my room gotta be on point. You feel me? if a female, I don't care if it's my girl or hoe, I don't give a fuck what the hell it is. If anybody come into my motherfucking room, I gotta clean this bitch. So she had asked me what day is good for her to slide on me. I basically had told her, I was like, shit. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, you can slide like Wednesday. And she was like, oh, I got something to do on Wednesday, yada yada yada. Can I come through on Friday? I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I was like, that ain't no type of motherfucking problem. So bam, we leave the class that day, like at the end of the day at around like 12. Mind you, I usually drive all my homeboys home because I was the only nigga with a car. So, and you feel me, all my niggas live near me. You know what I'm saying? Them my dogs to this day, so I got them. You feel me? Shout out Gershom and Rob. You feel me? Them my dogs. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no problem. I'll just drive y'all boys or whatever. And Shorty knew I had a car. So she basically had asked me for a ride home. I was like, shit, I got you. I was like, you feel me? I ain't no motherfucking problem. I might just have to show you around the way or whatever. So boom, we walking towards my car. Mind you, I'm walking with my niggas, and then she on tag up behind me, like pop up out of nowhere type shit. And I'll never forget this day. I was wearing my True Religion jeans. This is back when True Religion was popping. That's how you know this story is from years ago. Wearing my True Religion jeans. I'm over here walking with my niggas, and I feel something unbutton my back pocket. And I look behind me. I see it's her. I'm like, what the fuck? She gonna put her hand in my motherfucking back pocket and start following me. I was like, shorty, there's no way you acting like this, and we've known each other for a fucking day. There's no way, my boy. So hey, you feel me? As you see, hey, as Kyle would say, she on my body. You feel me? Off rip. So bam, fast forward to Friday. You feel me? I drive home at the end of school. You feel me? This is game day. You feel me? Friday is game day. This is the day I've been waiting on. So, you know what I'm saying? I drive everybody home. You feel me? I drop off my homeboy Gershom first. Then I drop off Rob. And Rob, obviously, he knows once he gets out the car, it's just me and her. So that nigga, you feel me? He dapped me up and shit. He was like, hey, man, I already know what you finna do, my nigga. Go crazy. I look like, hey, my nigga, I know what the fuck I'm finna do. So, you know what I'm saying? Dap him up. You know what I'm saying? He going about his business. Then me and Shorty, I start driving us over to my house, and bam, Shorty, she get to like, I don't remember what the hell she had asked me something like, fuck, I really wish I could remember. She had asked me some type of seductive ass question. I wasn't even really thinking about it, no type shit, because I was really just thinking about going home and getting these cheeks. So I don't really remember what she said, but I remember it was something that she said, and she started blushing. Mind you, she is black. She is my color. She is brown skin, and I can see her blushing. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Shorty is in love. She over here wrapped around my arm and shit, rubbing on my chest. I'm like, I'm like, yo, what the hell wrong with Shorty? And mind you, what's funny about this is before I started working out. So at this time, I'm like 130 pounds soaking wet. I am a fucking stick. I don't know what the hell chest she was rubbing on. I had a pure fucking bird chest. My shit felt like a fucking stick, dead ass. So she over here rubbing on my non-existent chest and shit, holding on my arm. I'm like, oh, Shorty is sprung. Hold on, this might not be a good idea. I think she think this is forever or some shit. So, boom, after all this, right? This is where the story get crazy. So we pull up to my house. Aww.